Happy New Year to everyone, and welcome back to Messy Church. This is the first Messy Church video for 2021. I want to say a big hello to Kendra, Emily, Olivia, Leyland, James, Lexi, Lily, Archer, Madeline, Cameron, Lily, and Madalena, along with anyone else out there who is watching. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and are doing well. We are now in the season of Epiphany. Now, when I say season of Epiphany, we all know there's seasons of Easter, the season of Lent, the season of Advent. Well, the beginning of the year is the season of Epiphany, which represents light, love, and power, as we can see here. If we were allowed to go to church this Sunday, the lesson I would be teaching you in the World program would be about a boy whose name is Samuel. I'm going to tell you about Samuel's story, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how the story went. In this story, we will learn how important it is that everyone has a name, and their name is important to them. It's really important because when you hear someone call your name, you think it's pretty special, and you know somebody wants to call or talk to you. But first, let's talk about how important all of your names are. At the beginning of the school year, a lot of teachers will make up name tags for each child in their class. The teachers will do that to help everyone else, including the teacher, learn their names. Your name is very important to you, isn't it? I know people who have said that the sweetest sound that they can hear is someone saying their name. It makes you feel good when somebody remembers your name too. Do you think God knows your name? Well, I'm sure He does. Names are very important to God as well. In fact, I can think of several times in the Bible when God called someone by name. And I'll give you a few examples now. One day, Moses saw a burning bush and went over to take a look. All of a sudden, Moses heard his name being called from inside the burning bush. "Moses, Moses!" And Moses answered, "Here I am." Another time, Jesus was walking down the streets of Jericho and stopped and looked up at a tree. He yelled up to the man in the tree, "Zacchaeus, come down right now. I'm going to your house today." When Jesus called his name, Zacchaeus came down to meet with Jesus. So now let's talk about the boy named Samuel. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of a boy named Samuel. So here's what happened to Samuel. Samuel's mother's name was Hannah. She wanted a son more than anything, so she prayed and asked God to give her a son. She made a promise to God that she would give her son back to God to serve Him all the days of his life. So God gave Hannah the son she asked for, and Hannah kept her promise to God. When the little boy was old enough, Hannah took him to the temple, which is like a church, and presented him to the priest whose name was Eli. Eli was an old man who could use some help. So Samuel served and worked and lived at the temple with Eli to help him out. One night, Samuel was sleeping when he heard someone call his name. He got up and he ran to Eli. "Here I am, you called me?" he said to Eli. I think he was worried that since Eli was older, he maybe was sick or needed some help. "I didn't call you," Eli answered. "Go back to bed." So Samuel went back to bed. Again, God called, "Samuel!" Samuel jumped out of bed and went to Eli. "Here I am, you called me." "I didn't call you. Go back to bed," Eli said for the second time. A third time, God called Samuel, and Samuel got up and went to Eli again. "Here I am. You called me," he said. Finally, Eli thought about it and realized that it was God who was calling Samuel. He then told Samuel to go and lie down, and if he calls his name again, to say, "God, here I am, and I am listening." So Samuel went back to bed, and sure enough, he heard the voice of God calling him, "Samuel, Samuel." This time Samuel answered as Eli had told him, "Here I am listening." God answered him and told him what He wanted Samuel to do. He wanted Samuel to bring messages to all the people, and God would tell him what to say. As Samuel grew up and gave many, many messages to all the people, that was a good job that God had given Samuel. Some people think that God only calls grown-ups, but from this story of Samuel, we find out that God will even call children. God will call everyone, young and old, saying, "Come follow me." He will call us by name, so we need to listen for God's call and answer him. God calling you can even be something as simple as a good feeling you have in your heart about something, and you should share that with others. Sometimes you may think of something really nice to do, something, and you don't know why all of a sudden you think you should do that, but maybe it's God putting the idea in your heart. We should try to go to Sunday school, read stories from the Bible, and say our prayers. So from this story, we can pass God's messages of love, light, and power to others, just like Samuel did. We can do all these things by helping others. If you see somebody that needs help or is having some trouble and you can find them some help from someone else, that would be a wonderful thing to do. We can do this by sharing what we have with other people. So if you've got something and you want to share it with somebody else that doesn't have that or can't afford it, that's a wonderful thing to do. You can do it by being kind to others, including your brothers and sisters and family members, and by being caring and loving. And I know there's lots of ways to be caring and loving: by helping others, by taking care, if you have pets, by taking care of them, by being kind to your brothers and sisters, by helping your moms and dads, all those kinds of things. All these things, we can do to share God's love. When you care for and show kindness to others, it is passing on all God's gifts to everyone. Now we're going to do our repeat after me prayer. So when I say repeat after me, you follow each line. Ready? Repeat after me. Dear God, today we are listening for your call. When you call, we will answer. Here I am. Amen. Okay, so now we can get on to the craft part of the lesson. So since our lesson is about Samuel listening to God, we know that God is the light of the world. So the craft today, we are going to make a star which shows God's light in the world, and you'll make also your own special name tag that shows that we are very important to God and others, and that our name means something. So let's start with the first one. So in your craft package, you will get, you will get something that looks like this, and on the other side the star is cut out. So what I want you to do is I want you to lay it flat down on the table with the contact lined paper facing up. Then very carefully grab the edge of it, of the shiny, this paper, and then just peel it back like that carefully. And when you peel it back, this side will be sticky, so make sure the sticky side is up. And then you're going to get a baggie with yellow and orange tissue paper. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to just take the tissue paper and stick it all over different spots on the sticky on the sticky part of the star. And if you'll notice, the orange paper it's two different shades. It's the dark orange and the light orange. And it looks better if you put the dark side down on the sticky part. So make sure the dark side goes to the sticky spot. And stick it on. And just keep adding more and more of the yellow and the orange. It sticks up. And as long as it sticks on the sticky part, if it hangs over a bit on here, that's okay. As long as you got the main part sticking on the sticky side. Okay? And try and cover all the spots you can with the different colors, the two colors. And if you can do your best to do just one layer. Like they can overlap a bit, but just do one layer, because when we're finished, it's going to shine through much prettier because the tissue paper won't be too thick. So there we go. I'll just keep doing this. I'll do another orange one here. And then we'll do some yellow. Let's see. And I just take my time doing it to try and make it look as good as it can. And you want to try and cover all of the sticky parts. So there's no, because I'll show you in a minute, if all the sticky parts are covered, then the light shines through all the nice colors better. Oops, some of these stuck together. And then just wherever you see a sticky part that's not covered, just put a piece on it, and that'll cover it all up. Just like that. Oh, I see one more spot here that didn't get covered, so I'll find a piece. There we go. And I think there's one more here. There, and then just give it a good press. Now you'll see that there's some loose pieces and stuff, but that's okay, because the main thing is when you're finished and you look at the good side, you can see how pretty it is. And when you shine the light through there, or you hang it in your window, like in your bedroom window or somewhere in your house, and it's a sunshiny day, it'll shine through really pretty. And this will remind you of God's love for us, and that He is the light of the world, and He's always here to help us. Okay? And I'll show you the one I made at home just to practice. This is the one I made at home. So I have two of them. And they both look a little bit different, because it just depends how you put the thing on, okay? So that's that project. So now I'll get rid of that. So that wasn't too hard a one. It just takes a little bit of time to get all the paper stuck on. And remember, it represents the shining light from the star, and God is the light of the world. Now the second one I'm going to do is, excuse me, it's a name tag for your room, because we're talking about how important our names are. So you're going to get something like this. Everybody's going to get it. Some are going to be pink, some are going to be blue. I think there's going to be some that are green. And it's just a picture frame, and it says, "My name is." So what you're going to do is you're going to get a pencil or a marker or something, and underneath "My name is," you're going to print your name. So I'll just do that right now. There. So I printed on there. It says "My name is," and I put Loriena. Okay? Also in your craft bag, I gave you a bunch of beads. Now this time I was a little bit different. You know how I usually give you the shiny beads and the sparkly beads? Well, I decided this time to make it more fun. I gave some other kinds of stickers rather than beads. Some of them are puffy stickers and that, and there's flowers and kittens, and I think there's some with trucks and that kind of thing. So, and little hearts and flowers and butterflies. So take the stickers and just use any stickers you want and decorate it any way you like. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate mine a bit. I didn't pick as many stickers for myself as I gave to you guys. I didn't give myself any of the new ones. I just used the old ones that we have, like these ones, these shiny ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a row across there and another row, oops, across the other side. And then I think I'm going to do this. bottom. And another one across the bottom. Now mind you, like I said, my beads are all, they're the sticky beads, the shiny beads. I don't have any of the other new stickers that I gave all you guys. So you guys will look a little different than mine, but that's okay, because you guys always do such a good job of doing this. Okay, and then I'm going to take, I didn't pick very good colors for mine. There we go. And another set. So I think it's really important that we remember that because it's Epiphany, we need to remember how much God loves us and how He wants us to be kind and generous to others. Okay? And something else I thought we could do, but I didn't bring it with me today, is you could also, if you want, color in the frame a different color if you'd like to do that, to make the frame a solid color. And say you want to do it in pink or purple or green or whatever, just to make it, depends on what kind of color paper you got. Because like I said, some of you got yellow sheets, some got pink, some got blue, some got green. So if you want to color in your frame, you could also do that just to make it pretty. Okay, so whoops. My beads come off. There we go. So this is just a real quick one of the way I did mine, but I'll show you one that I did at home just to practice, okay? And it's just done on paper. And I've got different patterns, and I've got little butterflies on it like I'm giving you, and there's bumblebees and hearts. Yeah, butterflies, bumblebees, and hearts on mine. But you guys have a lot more stickers, and even if you want to, because you've got quite a few really neat stickers, if you want to put stickers around the outside of the frame to decorate it up, that would be really nice too. Now, I didn't do this, but if you want, if you can get your mom or your dad to punch a hole in two sides, on each side, and tie some string, you can hang it up in your room somewhere, or you could just tack it to in your room somewhere too, with thumbtacks or with push pins. Okay? So that takes care of our second project. So now I've also included, besides these projects, there's a couple of worksheets on word find, crossword puzzle, I believe, a decoder, and there's also a picture of Samuel waking up in his bed, a coloring picture that you can just color, okay? All right, so I hope you're all enjoying school, whether you're going to school, doing school online, or doing homeschooling. It's going to be really tricky over the next few weeks until they decide what's going to really happen with the schools and everything. So I hope you guys are doing okay. It looks like it's going to be quite a while before we're able to have Sunday school or our messy church on the Fridays in person. So I hope you all enjoyed the video and will have fun doing the crafts that I'm sending you. I really miss you all. Take care, and remember to look after yourselves and others at home. May God bless you and your families. Remember to follow all the rules for COVID of wearing your face mask, washing your hands, and keeping a safe distance. I hope you have enjoyed this time we've had together. Stay safe and healthy. As our lesson taught us today, remember to try to be loving, caring, and listen to others. Remember, you can FaceTime me, call me, or message me to let me know how your things are going with your messy church crafts. If you want to show me what you've done with them, or just say hi, that would be wonderful. Another note that I think we're going to start, I usually do 2 messy churches a month. I think for the next couple months until spring, I'm just going to do 1 messy church a month instead of the 2 a month. And we'll probably do that until spring. I'm just hoping that it gives you you guys all more time to be able to get your schoolwork done and that kind of stuff and everything. So I'm going to cut back Messy Church to once a month. So we'll try it next month. And well, it would only be this one, and then in February I'll do another one. And everybody can let me know if they want, if you and your parents would like me to do 2 a month again. Let me know and I'll try and work something out. But for now, I'm just going to do one this month for January, and I'm going to do one for February. And then we'll see what March brings. But if you really, really want me to do the more often, and I get enough of you guys that want me to do it, then I will go ahead and do an extra one each month like I was doing. So anyways, just hoping that everything goes well with your schoolwork. You work hard on your schoolwork, and remember to help out with your mom and dad as well. So everybody have a great month of January for the rest of it. And if you want to get in touch with me, don't hesitate to call me or FaceTime me or whatever, because I really do miss you all. So bye for now, and we'll see you next month. Bye.